Good morning, good morning. Let's see, let's work on the lighting a bit. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this. What size hook do I need? Good morning, Hessa. How are you? What size hook do I need? 6. J. I'm gonna have a short session today because I have to work at 6:30. I don't have to. I opted to go in that early. I'm watching this. I want to watch this pattern. I'm going to try to make a heart-shaped scrubby. We shall see. We shall see.
You guys are having a great night.
I thought she had a tutorial kind of. Oh, I think she does. Pattern now available. She has a pattern. Okay, well, I'll just leave that up. You're good, yay! Okay, I'm gonna start with a magic circle. I'm not sure how she starts her pattern, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I don't have a pattern for this, I'm just following what someone else made. And, oops, wait a second. So they use the bullion stitch. I think she does have a tutorial for that, and I can never remember. Six. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is going to make a bullion stitch. 6, and then your pull through. Let's see. Oh, now I remember why I don't make these, because this stitch is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I'm going to watch her tutorial again. Okay, I think I'll start with a single crochet. This is research and development in progress. I think she starts right in the center with her bullion stitch, but for me, I'm gonna start with a single crochet because I feel like I need a base. And then this is gonna be 11. 1, 2, 3. And kind of crazy, I grabbed the black scrubby yarn, and I'm making a heart, so it's going to be a black heart. But since it's my first attempt, I don't know how fantastic it's going to turn out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got a little snag there. I wonder what happened with that. It'll just crochet right in. 5, 6. So I think I'll just do 6 and then we'll do an increase. We'll see how that works. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into the stitch. I think I have it wrapped too tight. Let's loosen that. You know, this scrubby yarn. I always try again. And when I start to try again, I think, yeah, not great. But I don't know. I think it is mostly me wrapping too tight. But let's see. 2, 3. Oh, it just takes a little finesse. And once I get used to it again, it will be fine. Okay. It will be fine. I am very curious about this heart scrubby, so I do definitely want to try it again. And that is what brings us here. Are you crocheting while you watch, Hessa? Oh, what happened? I think I got my wrong stitch. Why is that? No, I guess that's right. It's just loose. Oh my gosh, let me take that out. I don't like that. I think I grabbed the wrong loop for the pull through. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Working on technical difficulty here. One moment. So I think this is gonna. Now you're not. Okay, cool. Why? I keep doing the same thing. See how this is. No, maybe that's correct. Okay, well, let's keep going. Okay. So essentially what happens when you get to all the way around, then you have like the little heart shape. Oops. Oops. Oh my gosh. That's okay. That's okay. That's just how it goes sometimes, right? Not perfect. Not perfect. I can tell you right now, though, I'm not super excited about this. I'll probably not make many of these, if even one. Okay. Well, if it doesn't turn out to be a heart, it'll turn out to be something. We shall see. A circle, an oval, but you know what? Always keep trying. Okay. I don't like this long string in the back, though. It seems like I'm doing something wrong. I'm holding it tight as I bring it through the loops, but it has to do with the first wrap around the hook, and then you have that long string dangling out there. I think I will save this project and perfect it later. So now let's work on, I have the brown here. I'm going to make a basket. I'm making these balloons and I have a basket. So you make the balloon and then you do the basket at the bottom. So this one I'm going to choose a brown basket, and this starts with a magic circle on the bottom so that you get a nice solid bottom of the basket. I mean, it's only for decoration, so it's not like it matters in that sense. Oh, let's start from the other. I'm going to fix this yarn because I've got the, there we go. There we go. So start with a magic circle and then, oops, I need single crochet. Now I know the pattern calls for 6, but I want to make this basket a little bigger, so I'm actually going to start with 8. All right, there's 8. I think I'm going to be starting up on my Sophies again. I have, I think I've finished around 49, so I think I'll be starting on around 50, but not this morning. So somehow my stitch always gets lost, this beginner stitch. So I want to find my stitch marker, which now has also gotten lost. I know I have it here somewhere. Oh, there, it's under my sign. So let me mark this, because that first chain I don't think is supposed to count, but that's the one that always gets lost. So I'm just going to count that first single crochet. Thank you for joining me this morning. Just working on some production. This is going to be for a festival that is going to be in 2024. So I need a lot of inventory. I mean, logistically, I'm still trying to figure out how it's going to work, because it is a 3-day festival where you're required to stay the 3 days. So that's a lot of inventory, ideally, if you sell out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. I was going to have some music going, but I'm having a little technical difficulty here. I don't know what's going on. Okay. And I didn't bring my tablet over, so trying to work on my other computer. All right, and then we will now we're going to be doing the sides. The way you get the sides to start is with a back loop only. So this is still going to be a single crochet, but it's going to be back loop only with no increase. So then that way it pulls the sides up in order to connect. And you will see that once we get around. And if I wanted the basket even bigger, I could do another round with an increase, and then that would make a bigger basket. But I think just increasing those 2 stitches and on the base, and then going from 12 to 16 on the second round should be just fine. Okay, and here we are, and let's count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Then connect this with a slip stitch, and then at least 1 more round, maybe 2. Oh, actually, I think it's 5. 5 rows total. So 1, 2, 3, 2 more rounds. And this is going to be back loop only as well. And this will be a little basket for our balloon. even if I didn't have the balloon finished, I can always make the baskets. You leave a long tail, and then the long tail is used to connect the basket to the balloon. Okay, and let's connect this. And the connect is by a slip stitch, and then a chain 1, and then back to back loop only. And then I think I'm going to take care of this tail right now. Let's turn that inside out. Get our needle. This is the tail from when the magic circle was started. So we can just take the hook off, and then I'm just going to sew this through here, tighten that up, sew that, and then we're good. This is the inside of a little basket on a little decorative balloon, so it doesn't have to be perfect and super flat because it's going to be hidden inside the project. Trying to get my scissors here. Here we go. And back to the single crochet. There, see the little basket forming there? And then do your slip stitch. And then the way the back loop only works, it kind of makes it look more baskety. See how it gives it some texture? And this yarn is a little finicky. I don't know what brand it is. I found it in my garage with another project. When I was a Girl Scout leader, I was using this yarn on projects if the kids were making hair for little glove dolls. You can make dolls out of little stretchy knit gloves. So if they wanted some hair, I had this one. I had yellow and black and other colors as well. I don't know what happened to the other ones. I just found the brown. There we go. And one more, and then we're going to connect and tie off. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do chain 2. So then I can set this basket aside. So I believe I have 2 baskets made, ready to assemble. Set that aside. I think I have the other red basket right here. So you can see how the back loop only kind of makes it so that you have a nice flat bottom. So this one's just a tiny bit bigger because I did the 8 single crochets in the magic circle. Okay, now, and then this is the balloon that I will be hooking that basket onto. So I think we will work on the lines for the balloon. I have a jar here that I'm collecting all my yarn scraps. That will be some sort of project down the road. Brent texting me wanting to know if I have time for a chat. Later maybe, not right now. He knows I'm an early bird. Okay, oops. Got the yarn split here. Here we go. There we go. All right. So what I want to do is make a circle around the top and then the strings down the side. So what I've been doing is just going for it. So now what I want to do is really try to make them even. So on this one, it's going to be five strings. And then, so I want to try to have this even. And then I'll do the top first and then the bottom, or then the strings. So now I think that looks pretty even. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's making a nice circle. All right, yeah, that's looking good. And what I'm gonna do is just pop back up over here. Then I can lightly tie the end off to the other starting point, and then clip and pull the ends in, because this isn't going to be like a toy where they're going to be yanking on the strings and stuff. If they do that, then it could be an issue. Actually, I can leave this connected because I'm going to use it to go down. Let me pull this piece in, and then I can trim it off. There we go. Oh, I think I got the other one. And this doesn't have to be perfect. You're just trying to hide this end. You know what? I think I need a bigger hook. And let's see if we can get this in there. Okay, there we go. And then I can pull it and trim it. And then just kind of squeeze it back in there. And then this piece I'll use to go down my little egg-shaped balloon. There we go. And then try to make the bottom one even as well. I think what I'll do is go ahead and go around and then go back up for the strings. See that? Actually, I think it'll be fine. Let's go up. So you see you use a little extra yarn because you're weaving in and out. Okay, let me finish this. There we go. There we go. It's a little bit like putting a puzzle together because you want to go the right direction so that you have your strings not so crazy. And then I'm just going to tie around this one, actually these two, because I want to, there we go. And then just make a little knot. And then this, you just try to make it as low profile as possible when you tighten it up. And I can leave this tail because I might use that when I'm working on the basket. And then the basket will be down here. This balloon is kind of like not perfect shape. But once we put the basket on, hopefully it will give the illusion. Good morning, Supernova, good morning. How are you doing today? First time chat, I see that, it notifies me. So I was working on this balloon. I don't know at what point you came in, but then I'll attach this basket. So I made the basket, and then I did the balloon. I was working on this scrubby. It's supposed to be a heart shape, but I need to perfect that offline because I'm not liking the way it looks. There's this big long strings back here, so I'm not doing something right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take it out because, and I've worked with this scrubby yarn before. This is just a different design, and trying to do the bullion stitch, which is a little tricky. You wrap the yarn around the hook 6 times on this particular design, and then you pull the yarn through those 6 loops. So it's a little bit of a trick. So let me move this scrubby yarn out of the way. It's looking like a mess because once you start using it, it really just kind of falls apart out of the skein because it's like real slippery. Okay, what time is it? We got time. Let me just text my friend back. All right. Morning. Yeah, you know what, Caitlin? We had a technical issue, and I'm glad actually that you didn't log on because I was trying to work with my friend to have dual cameras, and then I discovered that I had the beta version of Guest Star. So we were trying to work that out, and that wouldn't work. Then we tried to do, and we even logged on early. Then we tried to do collab cam with Streamlabs, but that wasn't working. She got connected, but then she couldn't see the work. So we weren't able to do like a presentation style. So that was not good. And it looks like my microphone is picking up too. Can you still hear me? There. Okay. Seems like it should be fine. Yeah, so that was unfortunate and kind of a bummer. I don't have another project lined up ready to go. So I think what I'll do is just get my Tunisian and work on that a bit. I'm going to be logging into my regular job at 6:30, so I don't have a lot of time. It is 6:15 here. 6:08. And this Tunisian, I'm working on a blanket, and I've got this yarn all over the place. And I'm using a Caron cake of yarn. The color is Nebulous. So rather than just end it right here, I will go ahead. I'm trying to get. You ever notice the yarn just is everywhere? I don't even have, like, I feel like a cat. If you have a cat, then your cat might grab your yarn and pull it in different directions. I don't have a cat. I just managed to get it tangled all on my own. My superhero talent. So here I am working on the Tunisian on this blanket. It's coming along pretty nicely. I haven't measured it actually. I just have it in a lump on my lap. And this yarn is a nice 80% acrylic, 20% wool. So it feels like it's going to be nice and cozy. You know what I can do? I can make another basket. Let me grab a more colorful yarn. I feel like when there's a nice, bright, colorful yarn, if somebody is just kind of passing by and they see the nice, colorful yarn, then they'll stop. You know what I mean? We want to try to attract new audience members. So what I can do is I have this really pretty shiny teal. I'll use that. We'll put that right here. And we'll start with a magic circle. And what size is that? That's perfect. 3.75. And then I'm going to make a nice colorful basket. And these baskets are going to attach onto the hot air balloons that I make. And that will be for the festival next year. And that's not the only thing I'll be making. It's just one of the first things that I've decided to do. So we'll have crocheted little balloons, and it's a balloon and wine festival. So my friend and I will be also attaching charms. So the charm will just, add a little bit more pizzazz. And the charm can hang from the bottom here, and then the basket will be hanging down like that. So the charm will be a wine theme, like a wine bottle or grape leaves, wine cork thing. What do you call that thing? A cork remover? I'm going to do 8 single crochets. And that will be our base row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Telling you, sometimes even the counting is challenging. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to do this whole row will be an increase, or the round will be an increase round. And then we will start on the sides of the basket. And the way that is accomplished is with the back loop only stitch. So thanks for hanging out with me this morning, guys. And then I will be back again tomorrow morning, Friday, end of the week. Amazing. So that will be nice. I know we always wish away our days, but it's just to get past the work week and then into the weekend. Hopefully you don't wait till the weekend to enjoy. Hopefully you're also enjoying your afternoons and evenings. Let's take care of this tail. So we will go ahead, sew this in real quick, just so we don't have it in our way. Then it doesn't have to be nice and neat because it's going to be in the inside of the project. You want to do it as neatly and nicely as you can because you don't want to have your work looking a wreck, but it doesn't have to be perfectly smooth, perfectly hidden. And then I just do like a quick little knot. And then trim it off. All right, now, and then we're going to start with back loop only, and that will start the sides of the basket. And this round you are not doing an increase, you're just doing the same stitch around, single crochet. Good morning, how are you doing? I'm finishing up this session this morning. I have to clock into work a little early, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging because I did have my schedule, and then yesterday I ended up having to cancel because we had technical difficulties. My friend and I trying to set up for both of us to be presenting for, teaching, and it just was not coming together. We tried several things, and so now tonight and tomorrow we should have time to kind of like study and figure it out and get that fixed. So then next week the goal is to be online teaching you guys, showing you how we do crochet and teaching you guys how to crochet. So awesome. Hopefully we get that fixed up. I mean, it seems very straightforward, but then she wasn't able to see the screen, so. And Twitch rolled out something fairly new. It just showed up on my computer yesterday, the guest star. And on my system it is showing beta. I know they did the initial because I did see some creators doing YouTube videos, so I'll be able to look at that and then also look within the Twitch app and get that smoothed out. So we have two options. We can do Streamlabs or guest star. But unfortunately last night neither one seemed to be working. We would get connected, but either there would be no audio or there would be no visual. So if she can't see what she's presenting, that's a little kind of like clunky. Okay. There we go. So this color is looking really nice. This is I think it's called teal. Aqua. And this is called Soft and Shiny. And it definitely is soft and shiny. I think this one is from Michaels. Yeah, Loops and Threads is Michael's brand. So then once I get around here, then the basket will be done. And I can tie it off, and then when I tie it off, I leave the strings extra long so that I can use it to attach the basket to the balloon. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. You're helping me with my goal to get to affiliate. The last achievement for that is to increase my number of average viewers. So the goal is to have at least 3 average viewers per stream, which sounds easy, but if you don't have a lot of followers, then you don't have as many viewers in your stream, or people have other things to do. So each little person here logging in and watching is helping. And I decided to do one more round on this basket because it seemed a little shallow. So just going around one more time. That's the thing when you're making your own things, you can adjust. The pattern calls for 5 rounds, but depending on what yarn you're using, you might need to add another round. Okay, so here we do the slip stitch, and then we are done. I'm gonna cut so there's a long tail, and that way I can use it for tying on to the basket, to the balloon. And there we have another little basket. So then I can pair that with whichever color basket will, or which color balloon will look nice with this aqua basket. All right. So that is going to end our session today. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to be clocking in to work. You guys have a great Thursday. Thanks for hanging out.